This whole saga around the cancellation of Lee Anderson is getting absolutely ridiculous. The mainstream media are spending every half an hour analysing and interviewing independent experts, definitely not biased experts, and speakers, and every 2 hours they interview Sadiq Khan, because why not? And the whole thing continues. But there's also a lot of discussions about Lee Anderson's position at the Tory party itself, because they're saying, well, his position is basically over and he should probably just defect to Reform UK. And now, all these conversations are now completely being crushed, mainly because not everybody's happy about the idea of Lee Anderson joining Reform UK. Yes, we have Ben Habib, who's the deputy leader of Reform UK, who's come out to slam Lee Anderson and the whole idea of him defecting to Reform UK because he is not good enough, apparently, for Reform UK, which is quite interesting. Of course, this is coming at the same time as we are getting developments and hearing that apparently Richard Tice has said a number of Tory MPs, a couple of Tory MPs have been keen and interested in potentially joining Reform UK, and Richard Tice and Reform have actually rejected them because they don't want them in Reform. Quite interesting. So, going back to Ben Habib, the deputy leader, it's told the Times Radio that he would be obviously not really happy about this whole situation that's going on. There talks about defection. He actually said, well, I would be quite circumspect about anyone who can't express themselves accurately, clearly, and in matters of great sensitivity without actually being able to identify properly what the issue is. I need to understand what's in his mind. Does he think there is a group of extreme Muslims controlling Sadiq? Or does he think Sadiq is a prejudiced individual who is perpetrating, divisive politics? And I'd say Sadiq Khan is probably the latter, not the former. And so Lee clearly hasn't got a grasp, in my view, of the language required to identify and address the problem. So it's quite clear, Ben Habib, and as the deputy leader of Reform UK, doesn't believe and doesn't agree with what Lee Anderson said. He doesn't believe that there's an Islamist pressure in certain groups and certain, of course, charities and organizations, bureaucrats and agencies and all these quangos around the City Hall and Sadiq Khan, of course, the rest of the country. He doesn't agree with Lee Anderson saying, well, not really, there's no real pressure, but he believes that Sadiq Khan is biased. That's what Ben Habib is saying. So this is the difference between the position from Reform UK leadership and backbench Tory MP Lee Anderson. Obviously, Lee Anderson is not the only one. We also have Liz Truss, former Prime Minister, saying the same thing, and former Home Secretary Suella Braverman, and a number of other Tory MPs who disagree with Ben Habib. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.